But yeah, as we kind of discussed a little bit earlier, we will be going into set 3, which is Team Titans. I'm sorry. The joke there, obviously, with their team name is that a lot of the team members are from Eternal Titans, and the show Team Titans. So whatever. But Team Titans versus OND Flame. Team Titans is leading off with Sarius, who was a player back in Season 3, Mid-Season Major, Season 4, took a little bit of a break, and is now coming back to play one of the decks that he was a little bit most famous for, which is to say an aggro-based Stone Scar deck. He used to be a bit more known for Burn Queen, which he took very high placings in Season 3 and Season 4 Invitational with. But now he's playing full-on Rally aggro. And unfortunately for OND Flame, none of their team are running Lightning Storm in the 90. We'll see how that works out for him. Following Sarius, if he loses, will be Buckwheat on Traditional Armory. And he's running a slightly varied list. He's not running Inspire, but he's running things like Talon of Nostrix, Reforge. He's still running Smuggler Stash. But he is only running 3. It was kind of a bit greedy to run more than 3 anyway. But he's running 1 Reforge in the list, or this will be followed up by Finkel on Felm Control, and he is running a fairly standard list, except that it has 2 Rhyme Scale Draconis. We might talk with him about that a little bit later. And then on OND Flame, they will be leading off with Ilya K on Praxis Midrange, and he will be followed up either by Thundershot on Elysian Midrange, or Unearthly on Rakano Plate, the deck that he is, of course, most famous for, and that he took to top 8 just yesterday in Saturday's ETS event. But it is about 4 o'clock right now, so we will be starting the next game very soon. Good afternoon, everyone. We'll be starting with your point of view and team communications for this match.
All right. I guess we should actually communicate then, huh, team?
Yeah.
Sure.
I have a theory. Play your creatures and attack with them. I think that's a good plan.
Okay. We can, I guess, discuss which is the ideal 1-drop to play on one.
Yeah.
Right there.
Basically, it's a rank order. It's the Grandin Drone into the Onironin into whichever unit. Sometimes, if you play against decks that have Vara's favor, you can actually go with the
Knife
T2.
check.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always actually put Onironin above Grenadin Drone unless you're playing. Like, if you're going first, I would rather play Ronin first. Especially
unless you're holding a Sangwar.
That is true.
Yeah, of course, Sangwars.
Now, the question is, do you lead Ruthless Stranger or Grenadin Drone when you do not hold a Sangwar?
Still the Grenadin Drone, because you can actually top deck the Sangwar. So.
Yeah, but you can also top deck another Ruthless Stranger to make it a 3-1.
Yeah, but the deck usually doesn't win with 1 damage. It wins
the other problem is
5 damage.
Drone is good versus Torch.
Right. In this particular matchup, I think dodging Torch on turn 1 is a point.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
we know Cyrus is going to go 3-0, so we need to think about Praxis, right?
We are already started, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
Going in.
That's an easy redraw. 5 power, 1 unit.
Yeah, that's no good.
Kind of unfortunate too. Oh, that.
It didn't get much better.
Ideal draw right there. He's on this. No pause.
That's good.
No C1. Yeah, no pause, no torch.
So you might have okay, Dawnwalker. That's fine.
Thoughts. I mean, kind of trading Instigator here doesn't feel ideal.
I
Probably
like
torch it.
Just
I like
torches to
torch.
attack. You still have rapid shot for their Sandstorm Titan or whatever.
We're kind of flooding out, which is unfortunate. Get insanely screwed here if he doesn't have Titan.
What else could you have?
Diogo.
Yeah, Diogo's a 1. What are the stats on that? I'm like
3/5.
3/5.
So we
Yeah,
don't
he
really
also
care
has
about the-
Displacer for 4 drops.
He actually slow played the Titan. That's interesting. Yeah,
I think we just jam with everything if he blocks.
Instigator and the Gem. We don't care taking damage, but if he blocks the Instigator, he takes 1 more.
Yeah.
Yes.
He probably knows about the rapid shot, yeah.
Yeah, he's good enough to play around.
Yeah, this is flooding.
This is
Yes. We lose the game.
Well, we could still just attack with everything, I think.
Is it better to just sit and hope to draw line into rally or something like that?
I think we attack with just Instigators, actually.
I think the only chance we have is they drawing nothing, and we top decking units, and then playing Riley, and then attacking.
Yeah.
So what's the play?
But still attacking with both Instigator must be the way to
Yeah,
go.
I think Instigators
not
are
attack.
awesome.
And keep the drone back. I mean, even if it chumps the Titan, if he doesn't block with it.
I don't like this attack. Sure.
I think it's fine.
I think it's all we have.
Yeah, pretty much. He top decked the torch. Yeah, we lose
Okay.
now.
I think we can concede now.
We
Yep.
can top deck 2 assembly lines into a rally. They're still out.
Yeah, assuming he plays like nothing.
Yeah, I mean, if he plays hard right now, then that we can definitely concede.
Yeah, if he plays hard, we don't have to play anymore. Yeah, it's okay to concede here, I think.
Someone link me with the sideboard we had planned for Praxis.
Yeah, sure.
Man. 25 power, hit 7 of it.
It's basically switch out the Suffocates for Annihilate, and we wanted 1 more card, right?
Yeah, we wanted
1 rapid shot.
Yeah,
Over
1
one.
rapid shot for...
Over 1 for 2.
Yeah, we said, yep, just get rid of the Suffocates.
What's their likely sideboard? What do you guys think?
They're probably putting in Healer's Cloak, getting rid of the... They're gonna get rid of Shatterglass Mage. They probably don't want Predatory Carnosaur that costs 6. they're gonna bring in Purify and possibly the Scorpion Wasp, but probably not. We don't have any unit that's over 3 cost, so it's a tempo loss for them if they do bring it in.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah. Healers. That's not enough for sabotage to even be worth considering.
No, there's no sabotage targets. They might even get rid of Friendly Wisp. It's only a 1/1 for 2 in this matchup. Like, the card draw doesn't matter.
I still think they want a blocker, though.
That's fair. I'm not sure about Displacers.
Well, they have a lot of bad cards, but they don't have any good cards in their sideboard. So we just not want to draw that many powers, and we're fine, basically.
Yeah, that's the plan.
I think they are going to play Displacer because cost 4. That is the only reason.
Do you think they keep Diogos in?
Yes, for sure. Cost 4.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they have like 4 good cards in the sideboard. They have 2 Purifies and 2 Healer's Cloak. They do not want the Predator Corn Source. That's 3 cards, and probably just 1 Shatterglass Mage. And then they don't have anything else to do.
Yeah, to be fair, we only boarded in 4 cards as well.
Yeah, but if we board in more than 4 cards, we basically change the whole deck. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, Rally, that's kind of always been the downside of Rally, is how tight the sideboarding is with it. So, like, hyperlinear.
yeah, either you win or you lose. It's that easy. But I wouldn't mind actually stopping at 3 power this turn, not drawing like 8.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
8 is
In spectate mode.
Pen really needs a line or a drone. At least we go first this time.
Yeah, that's always a nice thing.
Instigator helps.
And him not having fire influence and a torch and one else. Going first is also actually really big with.
Yeah, apparently Manuel had stats for this deck, and going first is like 20 something, like almost 20% better.
I don't think it stops there. Going first is huge.
20% as in like it goes from like 50% win rate to 70.
Yeah, I don't think it stops there.
You think it's even
Yeah.
more?
Yeah, for sure. This is one of those decks where the coin flip actually matters quite a lot. Good draw.
I don't think we rally here. It only pushes 2 damage. Pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a bit of a waste.
He probably has a Titan by now. Just
So that's why Displacer can be somewhat good.
So do we trade?
I don't think you attack.
no, think so. I can.
I like the no attack.
Yeah. I don't think about them more. I like it more.
So now we could A-space, or we could just attack with Instigator and the Pyre Knight.
If we A space, I think he'll block the Pyre Knight with
the 5/5, and then you can just Shadowlands it back. You don't even have to rally.
Yeah, but
I mean, the one. No, we H space for sure.
but if he blocks the knife
You
dude
with the 5/5.
with the 5/5,
I
do
like
we?
the no attack another time because
So
we
what would
can
you-
play guide and rally the same turn, and that's a problem. We can make more damage if we play guide and not attack, and next turn we can rally.
That's only if he doesn't have a 6-drop.
And power.
Or
Well,
he
I mean,
just-
what's his drop? Most likely heart.
We are in very bad shape. I think we need to play to that odd.
So what do you think? We play Shadowlands guide this turn, getting back only Ronan, and then next turn we A space rally.
Yes,
Yeah, I think that's actually correct.
that's the play I would make, but don't quote me on that.
No, I think that's actually.
I don't mind that play. I don't mind that play.
I don't mind it. It's probably
No,
our
let's-
best chance.
Kind of the problem with attacking this turn would be we would have to rally to kill the 5/5 when he
Yeah,
blocks.
and then our board is very small.
Yeah, our board is like one unit, and we're not developing anything alongside with the rally. Pretty bad.
So I was actually wrong in my prediction earlier. I said play units and attack. It was
Apparently, play units don't attack.
the most aggressive play is not attacking.
Well, there's a saying that goes, you have to make a fist before you can punch someone. This is making a fist.
Ooh, now we're going into the Zen mode.
I'm a bit tired. I didn't get that much sleep last night. I'm kind of loopy. So, what could make him think so long? I think if he had a heart, he would have slammed it by now.
What a jab
Yes.
bar so fast.
Well, he might have like the play of either playing a unit or like keeping up for Purify or something.
Fine. Yeah, I think we A space.
Yep.
Or we.
Yes. Now we attack.
Yeah, attack, rally, drone.
Yep. Oh, does he have a torch as well?
We can't play around it.
No, of course not, but it's bad for us.
It doesn't.
Okay, so that's 10 damage.
Well,
Well, we
That's
need
a
a
dog.
torch.
if has
Rapid
no units,
shot.
you fuck. Has too soon.
And now we are dead.
There's a lot of units.
That's a draw.
Yes, that was very good.
That was actually amazing. Okay. That gives us options. But I don't think we jam.
No, play the unit and pass.
No, we just wait for the overwhelm to rapid shot.
Probably need to wait for assembly line or another guy.
And the problem is the longer that we have like a 4-2, which is the absolute primus like health total for a heart to hit. He eventually draws one. So we don't have forever.
Sure, but he's going to play at least one unit, and we don't have.
It's interesting. You could kill it this turn.
Yeah, but how do we win then?
That's true. We can't.
Yes, I think you can block. We need to draw assembly line probably. That's the only way.
Yeah, or another guide. Power is not the draw.
Okay, we need to think about the next deck we are going to play.
No. I
Do we have to attack here to actually survive, though?
think we do. Okay, let's see. How does he block it? 2-1 on 4-2, 3-5 on 1-1.
We can attack. He's trading the crappy units for the guides and trading up with the other units.
Yeah. I might have to use like a defensive rally. He attacks with a lot of shit. Well, we have to block now.
Well, time to defensive rally.
Yeah.
Defensive rally and block both of the 5/5s, something like that, with the two
Yeah.
guides.
Yeah, that probably our best play.
The torch.
The other way around. You take
it?
1 less damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Well,
That
don't
was
worry.
harsh.
You played perfectly. Wasn't your fault.
Yeah, it just the draws didn't work out. So who are we sending next?
So we're gonna go with Sean, right?
Finkel for sure. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, I think it's Felon.
Yeah, definitely found. You don't want to put armory into time mid-rangey things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who is going to be playing that? I know who is.
That's
Finkel.
me.
He is who.
I still think it was the correct choice of a deck, though.
Ah, for sure. I like
It's always a really high
lineup.
variance deck. Like, it hitting 8 power in the top 15 cards, 16 cards is pretty unlikely.
Yeah.
But it can happen.
My god, that dog.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole.
Finkel, do you have your sideboard ready?
Not really. We have to take a look at that. Just wait a second. I have to add someone in game.
So we can spend some time discussing the sideboard plan for this matchup.
What's the matchup? Praxis versus Spell.
Spell versus Praxis.
Yeah, they're not allowed to switch decks.
Right.
We don't have a ton in the cyber, but I think the one permafrost, probably the two frogs, because we don't have a ton, and the one witch.
Right. The witch comes in the permafrost. What do you think about sabotage? There's obelisk and obliterate to hit.
I don't love discard spell versus proactive decks, but if the matchup is not great, we can do that. But Finkel thinks this matchup is good for him, so
Okay, so
Yeah.
we don't really need it. Like if
No.
they play, yeah,
I mean, we're looking at like potential hits. Torch, Obelisk, Obliterate, with Torch being a pretty low value hit.
Oh, I'm
And,
not. I'm not bringing sabotage ever.
No,
Yeah.
I think not.
what about taking out a lightning storm because you don't really need them for anything except for witch.
I think hitting a wisp is really good. They play a lot of chaff that's like 2 health or under. Like Displacer, they might take that out, but
Yeah, I
Again,
really.
I mean,
Well,
you can
I-
in a decent situation get like Temple Scribe, Acolyte, and a Dawnwalker. So
plus if you want to
Yeah.
bring in Witch, then maximizing your storms is pretty good too.
yeah,
Yeah, storms
Yeah,
are
that's
a
always
bit
the
worse
question.
because they don't have initiates. So it's much worse since they don't have initiates. I'm not sure. The main question for me is actually permafrost because they have Shadow Glass Magic, which is pretty great against it. But at the same time, we can overload them or something like that.
Well, there's also the question of, are they going to keep them in the Shadow Glasses pulse?
I think they'll keep at least 2.
yes.
It still
The
changes
problem
everything.
is we have the Drake in our deck, so I think permafrost is okay. We have enough permafrost, so it's gonna be good, or at least decent some of the time.
I think having 2 would be fine, just to buy time for the late game.
Anyway, I trust in Finkel in this matchup, so you can do whatever you want.
We are a team. We should. Well, let's think about sideboard after. Hopefully, we win this match.
Yeah, well, we still have time.
I'm in game. If you
All right,
guys want
you're now good to
join.
go.
ooh,
So basically,
Finkel and Ilya was just beside.
Yeah, I about had a heart attack because I thought I clicked Ilya because it moved when I clicked Finkel.
yeah. So this hand is kind of rubbish. It's 2 lands. I hate
Yeah,
2 lands hand.
it's no good. It's no.
Oh fuck! Sure.
No, because
Well, at least the hand is good versus Wisp.
You'd rather have too much power than too little power as film.
yeah, definitely.
Were you on the play or on the draw?
Draw.
Okay, so they have a sketchy keep.
Oh no, we're gonna play. Fuck. Okay.
Let's hope they keep. Oh, you're I'm on the draw.
Yeah, they were definitely debating really long about their hand. They have all the power in the world.
Or like none. So they got stuck on 1 power.
Really?
Let's hope.
Yeah, for sure.
Just be debating which power to play. I really doubt that they are that ballsy to keep a 1 power.
No, like, should we play
They might have an Amber
Monument? Yeah. Well, we have a 7-drop.
We do have a 7-drop.
We still only have a 7-drop.
Man, who did we piss off to get these draws?
I don't know, but it looks like the way I drew
They
when
are
I
really
ranked up
pissed.
earlier.
All right. Playables.
So they didn't
Playables
have
is
a torch, so on the first time.
Right, I did not see a palace.
we also have something to do on 7, so I mean, might as well get the. Definitely doesn't have a torch. Wouldn't have done that praxis play if he did, or the displacer play.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what we are blocking. And oh, maybe not now, since he has heart. Oh.
He's just trying to.
Well, we have a 7-drop.
We do have a 7-drop. It's also pretty.
I get to go Rhymes KO now, right?
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Just
Otherwise,
slam Rhyme skip.
I mean, even if they have their obliterate or whatever. Yeah. This kind of stabilize it.
If he attacks here, do we block? I'd actually be tempted.
I don't think we block.
I'd be tempted to not block.
But they need to top deck the torch. If they don't not top deck it, they don't
They
have
could already have a heart. We can use the draw 2 and then block the next turn.
Yeah, I think so. I think we actually need to.
We have to block now.
Now we do.
Yeah, I think we need to block, otherwise we take too much.
Yeah. Permafrost 5/3, Death Strike 4/4. Probably something like that. I think we.
Yeah,
they
but
have-
I'm not gonna Depth Strike now because they might want to do some Xeno initiation stuff.
Yeah, I think you permafrost the 4/4 instead of the 5/3.
Yeah, that's actually
Wait.
correct. The 5/3, if it gets Shatterglass off, is more threatening than the 4.
It's also because they're more likely to put initiation on the 5/3, I think, and then you blow them out with Death Strike.
Yeah, but then they're never gonna do the play
Well-
into that.
I'm the only one who wants to permafrost now and pass.
Well, no. I mean, that's kind of what we're debating here is permafrosting 4/4 and then passing, and then when they go to attack step, we Death Strike
That's a
5/3.
huge tell, though.
I like the permafrost on the Downwalker because we need to take care of that unit, and it's the only good way we have.
No, but
Well,
like,
I mean, most of the units in our deck are X5, so a 4/1 Dawnwalker, unless.
Sure, that's a good
Xena.
point.
It's just like not threatening. It just dies for free. I think we need to take care of the larger threats first, instead of worrying about like recursive advantage.
Then I want the permafrost on the 5/3.
Okay, let's permafrost the 5/3. I don't think the extra power from the champion matters.
No, at this point, definitely not. 9 or 8 to get to play anything that they want. We blocked Onwalker and Death Strike.
Yeah, or too low to do anything else.
Yeah. Please no heart.
Oh my god. Yeah, sometimes you draw power and the other person draws things.
To be fair, we drew the same amount of power.
Well, we're not dead yet. We can lightning storm to survive this turn.
Yeah, just top deck of Aura.
Yeah.
Or he just finds Torch.
Mm.
Well, what is the plan, Finkel? What Cyber?
Let me just open my sideboard to look at that.
So we bring in the Permafrost. Or do we take... Like, do we want 4 Permafrost in this matchup?
So the card
Yeah,
we can
I
bring
think
the
they're good. I also like the Rain of Frogs, of course.
I'm not sure about the Rain of Frogs, and I'm not sure if we want to take out something, a part of the Lightning Storm.
Can someone relink the list? They have it on hand.
Yeah, linking now.
I think we should more or less keep the main deck and just swap a storm for a permafrost, or maybe bring in the third witch.
I like the 3rd Witch.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes, me too. I like the Permafrost and the Witch.
So what 2 cards do we get rid of?
Lightning Storm.
Why don't you like Rain of Frogs here?
I actually look. I was gonna say I kind of like Rain as well. Their deck is built around like copies of specific powerful cards. It's like if we Rain Heart, their deck is a lot weaker. If we Rain Titan,
Yeah, but will
or
we
just,
have time to ring?
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
they don't really put on pressure until turn 4, 5, 6. It's like their early game is nonsense.
Yeah, so if we put in Rain of Frogs, we are accepting that we might be taking free hits from Titans while we rain, and then dealing with their board later. Like if we were willing to accept...
Yeah, I'm not afraid of Titan that much.
Okay,
because we
if
have an
we're
Annihilate
not
that
afraid...
strikes feeding strike.
Yeah, if
feeding
we're
times.
not afraid of taking like 1 hit from Titan before we get rid of it, then we can bring in Rain.
No, I think that's...
I'm gonna bring it with 1 rain. I'm not very convinced about that, but we can try.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Rain.
1 Rain is fine, because you don't really ever want 2.
Yes, we don't want to draw 2.
So we still have 3 sets to make.
I'm okay with 1 Rain or 0 Rain.
So we need to make what, 3 cuts? You said.
Yeah.
One of them is 1 Lightning Storm going down to 2 Storms.
Yeah, sorry, 2 cuts.
We can
2
cut
more
1.
minutes.
That's silly. It's kind of like weird as it sounds. I think we can cut 1 Annihilate.
He has Mystic
No.
Ascendance board. He's probably
Oh,
I'm
he
not
does.
cutting, no. Okay,
And
we
we
can
could
cut a
just
Harbinger.
cut like Black Sky Harbinger though. They don't do.
Oh yeah, actually, we. No, that makes us like if we're cutting Storm and Harbinger, but we're adding Witch, that doesn't make sense. We'll have way too few activators for it.
We might go to 2 Storm and 3 Harbinger, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's fine. If we, in that case, we don't need to. We probably don't need to add the other Witch. Like it's 5 activators for 3 Witches. The probabilities are kind of.
Yeah, sure. You also have Vara's Favor, though.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah, then we go down to 2 Storms, 3 Harbingers, 1 more cut. Be like,
No, I think we can stick to 2 witches. I think 3 witches is too many.
yeah.
You don't quite want to be flooded on Witches. Their deck
Yeah.
is obliterate, so it turns into a race at some point, and witches don't race.
Yeah, I was also just like looking at the way that the size of their board, it doesn't build up to like the massive things that some of our time decks do, like Cumbre, for example. So, which, while good, is probably not going to be like as insane as it is against Cumbre, for example. Nah, I think two
Let's
witches.
do that. I think we're out of time, so.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do
let's go.
whatever you think is best. We trust you.
I'm trying to challenge Ilya.
So make sure it stopped moving before actually spectating now. I was that close of clicking Ilya.
So this hand is rubbish again.
Yep.
Yeah, its 2 power is no good.
This, however, is
This is somewhat better.
it's slow, but their deck is also.
Yeah, if there's one deck you can afford this kind of hand against, it's probably Praxis.
Yeah. Or like all the really hard control big mana decks.
Yeah, like Charge Rod. Nobody plays Charge Rod.
Are you sure?
I think we
I'm going
was
to
the
save the virus favors for
Yeah,
I
save
don't
it,
want-
save it.
Yeah, I wanted just Wisdom. It's more efficient.
yeah. Plus we have favor plus annihilate potentially for the next turn. Steward.
Yeah, I just play a Steward here.
There's like some consideration to hold it until after they play a Dawnwalker to get the instant silence, but I think that's being too cute.
Do we Storm here?
So I think I like Storm and start attacking. I know it's not amazing, but I think it's fine.
And
with
do we favor now that none of his things have 1 health?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we save it.
none will ever have 1 health.
Well,
That's a
we
good
still
point.
have
Yeah.
the favor for the witch though, but
We have a Harbinger for
kinda
the witch
need
though.
the power as well.
Yeah, I think favor Storm and start racing. We have plenty of removal to try to race with that.
Yes, I like Rising.
Also, we have a double activation for champions. So
Yeah. Yeah, that does impact this over the race or not. He's racing us.
So this is one of the tough things about this matchup, that sometimes you have to decide to leave an Annihilate open for Carnosaur, though I don't think we can afford that here. I think we go Black Sky attack and hope they don't have Carnosaur.
I mean, you could just Death Strike Diogo and leave Annihilate up just this turn.
No, I don't care that much about Diogo, to be honest, right now.
I think we can play around nothing, because if we have a mana up and they are going to play around or removal, and they are going to play multicolor units, and then we are way behind.
What if we don't attack here? Then we just don't do anything. Leave 6 mana up.
Kind of sucks against Obliterate, but it's fine. It's another option.
I like the attack and play the Harbinger.
If we don't play the Harbinger now, we have to wait until turn 8 to play it, to have Annihilate up, assuming we still have Annihilate in our hand by then.
Yeah,
Is that too late?
Buck is correct. I think we need to just try to race in there and.
I mean, we are in a. If they don't play exactly Carnosaur next turn, we are in a kind of good position to actually race with all the removal we have.
Okay,
Well-
I'm gonna go for the 9.
Yeah. Probably the more winning line.
Okay, I'm breathing now.
Do we hold back the Steward to block?
I want to kill
No.
him. I think it's better to just.
I think you just annihilate Titan and you jam everything and play
Okay.
Bloodcaster.
Yeah,
It
I
even
like.
leaves up
Ace,
annihilate.
ace.
Yeah, I like jamming here.
Yes.
Another question though: if they double block, do we kill them?
I think we use Annihilate.
I'm not.
I can see a strong art. I can definitely agree with it.
I don't
If they
think
did
he's
double
blocking.
block.
Yeah.
Okay, this turned out pretty well.
Probably just draw cards next.
Yeah, if he plays nothing else, I like drawing cards.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely draw cards. We need power.
Do we
We draw
attack first
power,
though?
we win.
I do not think we attack because if he actually there is an argument for death striking the Diogo, so it doesn't activate here.
We don't
I
do
think-
anything.
I think we want to attack first with the Stuart.
You can death strike
Because-
Diogo and attack with both.
But if we attack with the
Or
Stuart,
we can attack with
they are
both,
not
and if
block-
double blocks
probably.
this the Bloodcaster, we death strike Diogo. That's better.
Yeah, I think if we do want to attack, we attack first.
Yes, I think we attack with the Stuart. They
mean-
not block, and then we play the ultimate, and we can block Diogo, and they are not going to attack.
The thing is that if you ultimate, we could draw land into permafrost just first. It's just a possible draw.
That's pretty slim, it feels like.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
we do that, and then we can attack with the Stuart because they are going to double block.
I mean,
Okay,
we can
so-
attack with both. They might potentially double block the Bloodcaster.
I think the question
Yes, but
here.
in the tour before they don't do it. Why they are going to do that now? And if they do that, we have choices.
I think an important question to answer here is if we draw 2 cards here and sit back, find power, and play Vara next turn, but he ultimates his Diogo, who is winning the game? And if the answer is them, then we should kill Diogo. Like, we should attack this turn. And
Yeah,
not-
Buck is right. Maybe like Diogo is like their best path to victory, especially.
I think
the-
actually death striking Diogo and ace spacing is the way to go. I mean, we could still draw a power for Vara next turn.
Yeah,
I'll go
I
with
think
that.
I'm okay with that. I
This guy.
think
But
it's a good line. I like the fact that they can ultimate Diogo next turn.
Yeah, but what's the argument against attacking first and trying to use the combat trick to blow them out?
We missed some damage.
That's-
You can't ace space.
Sure you can.
Right.
Uh,
Right. Okay. Okay, I'm
Oh.
convinced.
Yes, me too.
They have nothing fast.
And Finkel, if we're being too chatty, let us know and we'll shut up.
No, I like it. I
Yes.
think it's different. I'm not used to it, but it's fun.
Yes, for sure, but we don't want you to play worse because we distract you.
Yeah.
I think when I play too fast, I play worse.
Sure, fine.
So it's another bit right here. Yeah.
So
We-
interestingly, he chose to not prevent us from drawing 2 cards.
He is scared about his life total. Oh, and we have Vara. Nice.
So do we just jam Vara?
Attack.
We can attack first Vara aReNGee.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, I like that. He's already used 2 obliterates, right?
Yeah. So the only other answers are Carnosaur or like Xenon.
Yeah, I think
Initiate
this is a good
Mars.
play.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Nice.
game. No, it's not actually, but it's not far from.
I think
do
we
we just
can.
do we just attack with flyer here?
Wait,
But I could both Vara back, Vara, and whatever else.
Actually, this is better. It's better to attack this way.
Ah, yeah, sure.
Thank-
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I
rather than-
think this is fine.
especially since we have Vara to get back Steward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
Don't
go.
mind me.
Don't mind me just ruining your day completely.
Just here. Oh, I get it. Just play your creatures and attack.
See, apparently we just led with this is the rally deck.
Yeah,
That other one,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that other one was just a handicap.
Should have splashed Rally.
Yeah.
Yep. Next level strats, they'll never see it come.
Well, they will. They have our deck.
so Vara is a better guy. That's what I learned.
I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a snack as well.
We're not making changes, right?
I don't believe we need to change anything. If anyone thinks otherwise, please bring it up.
The good thing is that they didn't see any permafrost, so they might think that we're taking it out, and they might, for some reason, take out Sherry Glass Mages because of that. Well, it's something to hope for.
Do you think he would have maxed his Shatterglass mages after seeing the Rhyme skill game 1?
I don't think so. I think like the issue with maxing out on Shadowglass mages against like basically permafrost is that it's a really kind of a weak unit, right? Like stat wise. And the impact from breaking permafrost isn't quite the same as you get like, breaking chalice, obelisk,
Yeah,
etc.
and if he added Mib's Mystic Ascendance, then it's just a huge
I
top
mean,
end.
game guys, you can join. I like this hand, but would love your input.
Sorry, not in the game yet.
I am back.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I like this hand as well.
Yeah, I'd keep this. Are we going first or second?
Go first.
We have Champion of Cunning in their deck.
Yeah, apparently that's a good card.
Yeah, glad to see him.
Wait a second, make him think you have Annihilate or something.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, but
I don't think representing Annihilate against a 1/1 does.
That was going too deep.
That's going pretty deep.
I think we're forced to go for Shadow here, even though we want Primal, but that's just the layout of the hand.
It's hard to tell. Shadow turns on Deathstrike and Steward. Both are very important cards to cast.
And Bloodcaster.
And Vara eventually.
Champion's just gonna get eaten anyway.
Yeah. This is like the matchup where the primal side of the champion doesn't matter as much. it's not like you'd rather have the shadow side, but the shadow side is also important. So yeah, I agree with the shadow. We just jam Steward, right?
Yeah.
It'll bait and obliterate for sure.
Yes.
So this kind of signals that he has what's the name?
He's
could be
playing
a
hard
heart.
after.
Yeah, that looks like a heart. Do we just block the 1/1 then?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I like the 1/1.
I'm back.
It could also be the silence thing, but he didn't have a pause, the silence torch thing.
Do you think he brings that in?
I don't think he does, but some people, I don't know, I see some people playing that on ladder.
Okay, so we were right about the heart. Good job. And we really need power.
So I like feeding time here. No?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it
See the
seems
best
decent.
play.
Yeah, when you're power screwed, just use it as efficiently as you can. I think no matter what here, we have to block though.
Yeah.
Right.
If he has another heart, then he only has a heart on board and is not as bad. This is fine as well.
Wait, what?
He has Dawnwalkers.
He
That's
probably have an annihilate. I think now we have to permafrost this dude. And
Yeah, we can take more damage.
Yeah,
yeah,
permafrost.
all into burn range.
yeah, now we're dead.
Need. At least we can annihilate that.
So technically not dead.
Yeah, still got a chance, somewhat.
Yeah, that's the scene initiation. Yeah.
And we are dead.
So we're just down to me, huh?
Yeah, but I
Armory
mean, our
against-
draws have been really awful.
Yeah, I would not want to see these draws myself.
Well,
Brutal.
and now we have
Sometimes-
Armory versus two of the worst matchups. Great.
Let's see how it goes.
Well, at least there's one good matchup in the 3. If you
Yes, for sure.
get to it.
So anyone taking odds on this? Like, how much are you willing to bet to win 1 unit? I don't know.
All right. By the way, we will be switching point of view and comms to OND Flame. So Buckwheat, good luck on your reverse sweep.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And
I will
if you
try
make
my
it,
best.
if you tie it up, we might be back for game number 5 or match number 5. Sorry.
I'll see what I can do.
Hello.
We're trying to get Ilya to get Buckwheat on his friends list, having a few hundred friends problems.
Yeah, I'm a popular guy. What do you say? No, I'm not removing Finkel as a friend. I like Finkel. Like I know like almost all these people.
Just roll the dice and remove that Pulson.
No. Okay, there's Buckwheat. He sent me the friends request. The unfriendly friends request. He wants to kill me.
I mean, the feeling is mutual.
Also, did you get how do you say that again? TG?
Teehee.
Oh, right, Teehee.
Hold on.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you were watching the stream or not. It's a Anglicization of Russian.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah, I
kind of more
did
like
see that, but I
I
forgot.
don't
like-
see his friend's request.
the
There it is, there it
noise,
is.
but I can't do it. So I just say teehee.
Okay, yeah, Teehee.
All right. So did you get Teehee on?
Yeah, I
Okay.
did. Okay, let me challenge Buckwheat. Do we go straight? Do we sit at moles?
Yeah,
set 'em
they're
all
still
against-
setting up.
Okay, challenge sent.
All right, let's get in.
This is definitely not.
No, let's not. I mean, hey, you
Not
can play it
Torn
on.
Forge.
Yeah, just top deck things to play every single turn, and it'll be perfect.
Yep. Let us know when we can start, Rec.
Teehee will tell you in chat.
Okay.
At least we want to play unlike last time.
Okay, both good to go. Okay, redrawing, shipping.
Yeah, we're shipping. And
This can walk.
See?
I would see turn 1 just because we want to get rid of power. So
Yep.
yeah.
Going for time in case I draw a squad.
Hey, that worked out great.
When you join the dark side, the flood of unlimited power will... Wait. I'm told that's not a good thing. Credits to Loco for that joke.
Well, at least what? We have enough power to cast Heart of the Vault. We got that going for us.
It's a slow enough matchup. Just keep hitting him in the face with 5.
All right, beats.
Oh.
Getting our
7 did
wrist
that work?
beats.
In my first 10 draws?
I mean,
No. Oh my god.
I'll just get like it's. Oh my god.
Unreal.
It's alright. We'll be able to kill it in two turns. Oh man, look at that. Premium artisan.
Oh,
Hey,
perfect.
that's something. I mean, it's a power. They decided they were going to give us power the rest of the game. At least they gave us that one.
Weather in the deck.
Do they not have any way to deal with this?
They're probably digging for a Vanquish.
I mean, a torch works too, even though it blows up their
Slay.
face. Yeah. Although,
That's not a good sign. Might be a call-in.
it just means they got one of those 3 things. Yeah. What? Oh, we wanted to keep this Slay, I guess. Alright, so now we can just... I would just hit face, don't tempt anything.
Cut.
We know that they don't have a Vanquish. Do not.
That's an Auric Runehammer telegraphed.
I mean, it could also be a harsh rule, but...
I don't want to take my chances.
Yep, no, it's fine. We can take 2. Hopefully we'll chunk them for 6 this turn.
Yeah. Need more playables.
I mean, for getting really flooded this game, we're doing quite well.
Yeah, well, that's what Heart of the Vault will do for you.
For some standard of well.
I mean, I think we're winning this race. Oh my goodness.
Face or artisan?
All right. I think
Got by
artisan.
swinging sucks.
Because yeah, It's
And
gonna
more
jump at
power
some
pressure.
point. Well,
Torch or Dawnwalker here?
I would just pass.
Pass?
wait.
That becomes lethal, but they don't have harsh wool. Or vanquish.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with passing.
Okay.
Because they do harsh roll, we don't have a way to get back to Dawnwalker, so.
Yeah.
Well, that stops are lethal, but. Harsh roll? No harsh roll. Alright. A space. Alright,
I
now we
just play
can drop
Dawnwalker and
just.
pass.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to get.
They don't have torch.
So look, drawing 10 power and winning. There you go. That's how you do it.
Game of skill, no luck involved,
Sorry,
and the
it's
best
like,
person
I
win.
read Heart of the Vault and I'm like, this is not okay. And it's like, bro, he's the only reason to actually play Praxis.
Yeah, there's also torch and Titan.
Well, I mean, like.
Like over
that
Elysian.
that
I mean, you have
Praxis-
Torch over Elysian, but. Hey, that's a big dude. Oh, what is this, an Annihilate? Oh, no. Oh, that feels bad. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's just
Is it
lethal.
just like gaining armor? Hey, Rubbins, yep, totally.
Still got this.
Okay, so what's the stable plan again? For those that are watching.
I have no idea, honestly.
Yeah, we still need to do it. Oh, we wanted to bring in the 2 Purifies, 2 Wasps, 3 Obelisk, right?
Yeah.
As well
The
as 2
Shadow Glass
Shadow
Mages,
Masters.
of course.
My mic a bit. I can't. Actually, yes, I can. So voice. I hope this is better.
I think it's a bit better.
Okay.
I had you turned up a lot on my side. So.
Okay, so what do we take out? Like, I don't like Praxis Displacer here because all of their units have summons.
Yep.
Scene initiation isn't needed that much.
Yeah, we don't need. I mean, we're bringing in wasps. We have carnosaurs. Like we don't need infinite things for it, and it's a card that requires another card.
So
do we want torch?
I mean, torching's really good.
Another Carnosaur or another Ascendants. Oh, well, I bring in Shatterglass Mages first, and then I bring in Wasps.
Do we want Ascendants? Are they too slow?
No, they feel too slow. They die to everything.
Okay,
And I think
so
we'll kind of try and waste them a little bit.
Yeah, 4 cards, right?
I don't like the Wisps here.
That's fine. Yeah, you can cut 2 Wisps.
I need 2 more cuts.
Yep.
You cut the displacers already?
Yes.
The what?
Displacers.
Yes.
Do we
Scene
want...
initiation?
Yep, that's gone.
Yes, cut it.
That should be good.
Well, we need 4 cuts.
Oh.
Or no, we need 2 cuts.
I mean, Diogo
Or
is
3
able
cuts.
to kill something past the harsh wall. Consul?
How do we deal with? No, I think I want the Carnosaur because sometimes you just have to emergency Carnosaur and Maiden.
Yeah. So how good is Torch? I mean, I guess it hits their Valk Enforcer and sort of Icaria. I don't know. I feel like it. Like, how good is it?
It also weakens their weapons, and it makes it so that the Arc Rune Hammers past the initial turn die. It also can allow us to kill maidens with other things. Pop Aegis.
I mean, it's a bunch of what Aegis do we need to pop? That's like that's a bunch of 2. That's a bunch of 2 for ones that you described for the Armory player.
So cut a pair of torches.
I think we need to cut 3, right? Aren't we at 78 cards?
77.
Oh, what else did you cut? Like 1 Carnosaur?
I cut Displacers. And
are you running 3 Carnosaur?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, 2 torch. Unless we want to run the 4th Carnosaur.
How do you? So the curve is very loose at 1 and 2 right now, like nearly not.
Yeah, I mean that's just how it's gonna be.
Two dots are pretty good.
So let me show you. So there's the current list I have.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, I think going to 4 Carnosaur might be overkill, so we can try this.
Okay.
Torch has some utility. We can see whether or not we want to take it out later, but
Okay.
I think this is good.
Okay, running with this.
Okay, we're good.
We are good. Also, we are ready.
It would be nice to just sweep this up and call it a day.
I mean, winning is a good thing.
Still can't believe we won that full match.
Yeah, that was so miraculous.
So, did you tell Buckwheat that
I
that you're ready?
They're gonna put in the 4th maiden, absolutely. They're gonna put in the enforcers most likely. They're definitely putting in Annihilates and Vanquishes. Where are they cutting though?
Dice Show?
Dash, probably.
They might be cutting Dice Show, Talon
Maybe.
of Nostrix.
Maybe Throne Warden.
They have Talon of Nostrix. Oh, they're dead.
Because Throne Warden doesn't really block anything except for a champion, and it trades.
I'm just afraid of the maidens. Okay, there's the challenge.
All right.
It's basically, does the maiden run out of control? On the play, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 power on the play. Ship.
Let me
Yeah.
get into
You can't even play the Scribe.
Yeah, no, absolutely 100% ship.
Do not taunt the aReNGee gods.
Okay, this can definitely work.
So do we play the Monument?
Yeah, we have only 3 power in hand. We need to get it up. Yeah.
The Monument.
Yeah, I think that seems fine. So Monument into Sigil, and then we can go from there.
Yep. Come on, Chimp or Dawnwalker would be nice. As with more power.
Yeah, we need some fire.
We need a lot of things.
It's all right. We got some time. Hey.
Just Seat Scribe.
So now we only need 1 Fire Sigil to cast our Heart. And
we have
1
the
power of
SG.
any type to start casting things.
And they were pretty slow start.
Argenport. Hey.
Hey, you're welcome, sight. And I have Answers to Maiden for a while.
Yep. And because we're on the play, they can't do anything with it. I guess they could get a 0 cuts torch, but they're going to be saving that for Dawnwalker.
Hey, power. They have a torch.
They're wrong order, but fine.
So do we just like obliterate face next turn if they don't play anything?
No, absolutely not.
No. I think we just play this carefully.
Like you go obliterate face, you are going to get punished by a maiden, I think.
Perfect.
All right. 1 torch down for our Shatterglass.
Which means he probably has another.
So I think we just sit, right?
Just pass 5?
I mean, do we play Shatterglass?
No, because
No, it's so good in this matchup.
Well, you didn't want to obliterate face. That's what I said.
We just
He
passed.
has another torch, so
We can heart. We have a good amount of bone in hand if it comes down to that. We have the Shadow Glass Mage for whatever comes up. We can just take our time here.
All right,
We're running
sounds
out of
good.
options, though.
I mean, but we're drawing 2 cards next turn, so unless like a maiden comes down. In which case, if a maiden comes down, then we have more options. Uh-oh.
He's right. That guy, you're right.
Probably getting a hammer.
Oh, that's interesting. So what, do we just heart and let it get hammered, or what? We're not going to just pass again, are we?
I think you have to just hard hit them in the face, because otherwise just nothing's going to happen. And then we'll just...
Ooh, that's nice. Well, they're not playing whatever they roll.
Well, because they can still play
I guess
hammer.
they might have power.
Well, they might have got Dicaria.
I mean, if they got a Caria, that's amazing for us. Then we just go Obelisk, hold up, Wasp.
Yep.
If they don't kill the heart, then yeah.
Well, and if they play hammer here and kill the heart, we go Shadowglass Mage, Obelisk.
I think they got Icaria or
Yeah, so I think we absolutely need to hold up the Wasp this turn. So, all right, so yeah, Obelisk, and I think nothing else.
So just hold up the Wasp.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, if they rose for Icaria, I'm going to be really surprised, but
I think they.
We can also, worst case scenario, just play the Wasp and start hitting them for a little bit more.
all right, well, I guess that's fine. I think now we just play Shadowglass Mage for the... Oh, well, actually, so... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, but yeah, you can play. Oh, now we're not holding up Wasp, but oh well, it's too late. I think you need to...
I think they pass, no?
What? You want to let them hammer our 4-3?
Okay, fine.
They might have also picked up Daisha. We just have to take our time with the taunts.
I mean, if they got Icaria, I think it's still okay for us. Actually, they don't have an extra Justice.
And also then we're just hitting them in the face for a ton.
I mean, if they harsh roll this, yeah, well, that's the thing, is actually if they play Icaria, we just like A space and then obliterate their face. But yeah, hold up the... Okay. Oh,
They have another torch?
We'll start by swinging.
Let's find out.
I think you just play Dawnwalk or pass.
Yep.
It's going to get maidened.
It doesn't matter.
If
They're
it gets
at
maiden, you just
13.
obliterate it. Well,
You
just
can-
play the Dawnwalk and pass.
So here's what we do, right? If they actually do Dawnwalker or Maiden kill it, you can just play the Wasp, and just like obliterate them after attacking.
What? They rose for Icaria. Swing here.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay, time to start
right.
obliterating.
I think it's time to start
Now you're-
obliterating face.
Yep.
In the words of Neon, obliterate face.
And I think there's even reason to play the Wasp even if they don't play Icaria.
Play what?
Don't they might have a removal.
Yeah, but if we draw power next turn,
Oh.
obliterate face. Yeah, they rose for Icaria.
Well, I mean, I don't like, even if they had the influence to play it, I don't know. Like, is it though? I don't know what their hand was, but wouldn't it be better to get a Runehammer or something so they can take care of all of our drops?
True. I would
guess
just play
Shadowglass
Wasp no
punishes
matter
it.
what at the end of this turn because now you have 2.
Yeah.
Hit them for 3. Make it so Heart is lethal, Torch is lethal, obliterate. And then that should be it. A clean 3-0.
This is exactly where games can slip away.
Well, we'll just have to wait for them to take their turn.
If they don't gain armor here, they're just dead.
I mean, worst case scenario is
How
what?
much is
Throne
Warden
Warden,
for?
Throne Warden, Powerful Sword.
Throne Warden doesn't. Yeah, if they do Throne Warden into Sword, then they are alive. If it's just Throne Warden, they are not alive, unless they have a removal for Wasp.
Tick tock, the tanky clock.
So they're probably getting hammer, or not hammer, sword here, and then we just kill them.
Yep.
Yep.
Wait, they didn't get it?
Bonk, bonk. They might
Obliterate face?
Just. Do you think they have one?
If they were protected, doesn't matter. Just obliterate face, and we'll see.
Okay,
Yeah,
Alright.
there we go.
Okay. So
That's
This
it.
is a good, see, you guys, I was totally telling you, Praxis is just a good deck, and it can just kill anyone.
hey, Praxis can win games.
That looked like it was a very fun and interactive ending to that last game.
I don't know what's going on the other side. They rose for something they never played.
I will
so-
confirm that they rose for Ikaria.
Okay.
I mean, that'll be
I think.
public knowledge given the stream, but I will confirm that yes, they rose for Ikaria.
Yeah, I was like, they have to rise for Maiden because Maiden does awful things against time decks. Nope.
Yeah, I will say, congratulations to your 3-0 sweep. Again, yeah, Praxis does look like it's a very good deck.
Yeah.
Surprised at how little it's been represented in Team League directly. Obviously, that was the Blue Heart last week.
Yeah, that power deck, the power in that deck, I think, is held together by duct tape and optimism, which is
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely seen a decrease in popularity in the main ETS as well. So I don't know if that's, due to people playing Stone Scar or whether people are just like, oh, I'm bored of this deck and I want to play something else.
It's
Also, so many people who are expecting phone control in the team league that Praxis kind of hits at a spot that no one's looking from.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So speaking of Stone Scar, when the deck lists were released, you had to be a bit nervous seeing Praxis versus Rally Aggro as the
yes.
opening matchup.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We'll not lie about that.
So before the first game started, we did a bunch of testing for a good amount of time, and we were just testing game after game after game, and we were like, okay, Ilya's gonna lose 0-2. That's completely expected. Then our plan was to bring in Elysian mid-range, hoping to bank on Crystallize to get the win, but we will basically, there's a very good chance that we go 0-3 here, because this just seems to be a really bad matchup. But just in the games, it just worked. And we got that first win.
So yeah, that was a very critical win for us to get. And so once we were there, it definitely felt like we had a good chance to win the match.
Yeah, it definitely did seem like your matchups could kind of fall like dominoes if one matchup went poorly. Given that there are some very polarized matchups here, obviously Buckwheat's Armory deck would do pretty well against Rakana. That's obviously favored.
Yep. Yep. So right, because if it went the other way, if we lost, we tried the Rakano. It wasn't doing very well against the Stone Scar, so that's why we were playing this in the Elysian. But even if we did, then they would queue in the Feln, most likely defeat the Elysian, and then our Rakano goes in, which is good against Feln, but then likely dies to the Armory. So that's why that first matchup can just often be really critical in this team league.
Yeah, I mean, decks have, some pretty good matchups and bad matchups. So once that counter chain starts going, or if it breaks, then it could cause, a cascading effect.
Yeah, but I mean, you heard what Lights Out Ace said, right? You just need to bring 3 Stone Scar decks and you beat literally everything.
I'm just happy that there was another Chalice versus Feln match this week. At least in
as I've mentioned throughout the day, there were 0 registered Chalice lists.
Yeah, that was part of the reason that we were planning to bring Praxis, because we did expect Chalice, and Praxis is really good against it. So, but then, no one brought Chalice. So,
yeah, Screaming Mage makes makes Chalice unhappy.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good card. Definitely not biased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did some work
Zach
against
was
Rhyme Scale
spoiled, but
Draconis
definitely not
too.
biased.
Yeah. I mean, just taking out Permafrost is well more than worth the card.
Team Titans was actually debating on if you would go up to 4 Shatterglass Mages
Yes.
against Felm, because their thought was that, well, if it only breaks Permafrost, is that really that useful?
Well, it also dodges the Annihilates, which they have 4 in the main deck, and it survives Storm. It gets card advantage from being roped in. If they decide to bring in Gift for whatever reason, it'll be able to kill it. Just a lot of general utility.
Right. And I mean, even just attacking, like at worst, it's like trading with a, Steward. Everything else is either a good trade or like attacks over the Bloodcaster. So yeah, I mean, overall, it's just a decent unit. Like, yeah, Dust of Brawler, it's okay in some matchups.
Well, if Dust of Brawler had 40%, 50% chance to draw a card when it came into play, I think it would see a lot more play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what were you predicting for your opponent's decks this week?
So yeah, we were predicting Chalice. We were thinking of Stone Scar as well. We weren't thinking the Rally version. So like we were thinking like the typical Burn Queen that's been really popular. And so Rakano is good against that deck. We also were expecting Armory, which they did bring. So the idea was that if we say they brought Chalice as their first matchup, we win that one. Then they bring in. So if they bring in, I mean, from there, it sort of depends on what else they have. Like if they had Armory and what was the other deck? Armory and Stone Scar, they could bring in Stone Scar, beat Praxis, we bring in Rakano, beat that, and then we have Elysian to sweep up the Armory. So that was sort of how we thought it was going to plan out. But then they brought Rally, which was sort of good against our entire lineup. But at least that's what our plan was.
Yeah, that is a very solid plan. And I don't think those predictions would be too far out of expectations, really. Kamado has been showing, great success on Chalice. Tobo and Sarius are both known, very good Burn Queen players. With, of course, Sarius playing some amount of Rally aggro, but much less than Burn Queen.
Right.
Yeah. Like the Team Titans has some great players. Like Finkel, I always looked up to when I was newer, still do. Buckwheat is a very solid player. Sarius, dude, is top tier, and the series points show it. Tabu has really shown up in the past as well. David's a terrific player. So all the props in the world to Team Titans, and I think it's just the dice rolled our way today, and hopefully, everyone's favorite word that we need to drive a spike through variance continues to be on our side.
I wondered when we would get around to that conversation. I think we're going to stop it there. But you do make a good point. But I think everyone in the Team League is kind of a who's who of the leaderboard of the series point rankings, with a couple notable exceptions. This is really kind of a who's who for the first season. It's great to see everyone preparing for ETS and preparing for Worlds and having fun. It's great to get to know y'all better, sitting in the booth myself, and the general response to Twitch chat of hearing the player comms has been very positive.
That's great. I definitely enjoyed it when I was watching the earlier matches, so glad that everybody's enjoying it.
Yeah, definitely.
And you guys have avoided the kind of 0-3 abyss by winning this match today.
Yeah, it's a nice feeling.
It's really good to know that both OND teams won today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like especially Angry Chicken's play was just, had to be seen to be believed. The dude is phenomenal. Let's just say that.
Yeah, Chicken was running hot. He was running hotter than the sun earlier.
Doesn't he always?
Well, he's also one of the most skilled players, especially in the Cambrai mirror. that is the match that has always impressed me the most whenever I've watched him.
Yeah.
So
Like he's the reason, it's like, oh, why don't you bring Combre? It's like, oh, and go up against Angry Chicken? That's a free loss. But it's, nice to have merged the teams and, have some of the best specialists in the game, on one team refining their strategies against one another. Like LNX on Feln, Unearthly on Rocano, Chicken on Combre. Well, me playing Red Team for whatever they want. All around good stuff.
Me playing Screaming Cauldron?
Thundershot plays his own decks.
Yeah. Hey, you did, as you like to remind everyone, kind of innovate a little bit in the TJP midrange space for a long time.
Yeah, hoping to get back to that.
You should.
Yeah, that deck did a lot of work yesterday.
Yeah, it's Manu West calls it Combre Party because it's TJP midrange.
Yes.
Yeah, probably doesn't really belong in the list, but I've been doing some experiments lately, especially with Tranquil Scalo.
Oh, interesting.
I love that card.
Yeah, going back to Shimmering Combre, and it was the original Eye of Winter Classic up through Love Up's performance with it in Season 3, and your qualification for the Season 3 Invitational that season, and then Hulkbuster's performance on it in the Season 5 Invitational.
Yeah, TJP midrange is a very solid deck. Like the only reason, like there are two bad things about playing it. One, the Chalice match, and two,
the power base.
Yeah, the power base.
The Chalice matchup is definitely winnable, especially with stuff like Crystallize. The issue, as stated previously, is the power base. It's very easy to end up losing to yourself much more than your opponent.
Yeah, it's an aggro deck that is kind of slowed down by the fact that the power base forces you to be a bit more mid-range in terms of expectation of when you can play your cards. If you could reliably play some of the more aggressive cards in those three factions, it could really be an aggro deck. But you just can't. And that's probably, we have fairly good fixing, but not quite three-faction aggro fixing yet.
Yeah, we don't have Shocklands or Mirrodin Fastlands. Like this power base is like, oh, I want to seek power turn 1, and then I have all my seeds come into play undepleted. They're more for the slower mid-rangey type of decks. Like, if you want to build a three-faction deck on, the foundation of Desert Marshal, Combre Healer, Harsh Rule, Vanquish, you could put any other faction you want. Like we've seen obviously Chalice as TJP. We've seen some FTJ shells like Grim Fans, crazy good Charge Rod deck or FTJ 4 Heart Icaria, and well, not Vodacon yet, but while you're at it, why not? That sort of really outvalue you with endless bombs sort of deck. And I also think there might be some TJS Dark Combre control that's trying to essentially gift, untap, Harsh Rule, and then, oh, look, I have Iron Thorn Ascendant, and you have an empty hand and you're top decking, and I'm sitting here laughing at you. So, a lot of space with the current fixing for, slower, more value-oriented decks. But if you're looking to do something like a Skycrag Plate, an Naya Zoo, and FTJ up tempo. Most of those are, it's kind of, the fixing just kind of gets in your way a little too much, I think.
Well, I think that we'll be wrapping up our winners interview. Is there any final comments any of you want to say before we sign out for the day?
Yes. Whoever is facing us next week, prepare to be crushed.
He doesn't speak for all of us. We do not taunt the RNG gods like that. Anyhow.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out, everyone.
Man of Flood hell.
And thanks for cheering for us.
Thanks for cheering for us. Have a good one.
Have a good day.
All right. Have a good rest of your day, guys. And all right, as I said, we will be wrapping up our day with that. That was our third team-on-team matchup. And I would like to congratulate teams OND Feather, Team Eternal Warcry, and Team OND Flame for winning their matches today. Our tournament standings after this are Warcry, Feather, and Echo all at 2-1, and Flame, Titans, and Destiny all at 1-2. On one hand, it's a little messy with tiebreakers because of, we have to look at head-to-head to determine the actual exact standings. And it appears to be Eternal Warcry itself is in first, with Feather and Echo tied for second, with actually OND Flame in fourth, and then Titans and Destiny tied for fifth. But really, making top four in this is still anyone's game. 1 and 2 is nowhere near out of the event. But really, I would like to thank every one of the teams, all the players, and all of the viewers. If it wasn't for all of you, we couldn't be doing this. Putting this tournament and stream on every week is great. And I would also like to thank Miller Tool and Teehee, our producers. Without them, we could not be putting on this broadcast. And with this, a little bit of special thanks to aReNGee, who was doing the broadcasting of the first 2 weeks of Team League and has helped out a little bit behind the scenes today. I would also like to thank our graphics and code contributors who make our jobs much easier. Specifically Mengar for his tiebreaker script and deck image creation tool. And thank you to our video editor, X Kirby, for his weekly highlights. And he is also the one providing all of the great graphics for this event, the match cards and schedule and so on. I would also like to thank all of our Patreon backers and Twitch subs. They make it possible for us to have the prize pools at our events. None of this would be possible without you. Our $20 Patreon backers are Chuck Hurst, Easy, Chris Kearns, Ender Pokai, and the Seek Power Gaming that y'all saw play earlier today, twice over. And you can find our Patreon at www.patreon.com/RNGEternal. And I would like to give a shout out to our casting crew who normally joins us for these events, but could not today. But give us feedback on what y'all thought on listening into the team communications. We would love to hear what you guys think. We may end up going to this as a more regular feature. We may end up kind of cutting back a little bit and having it more for sideboarding and maybe initial match thoughts, things like that. But that is it for today's show. We put on the ETS Team League on Sunday, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern. So click that follow button and leave on the notifications because we stream ETS, the normal ETS every Saturday, the ETS Team League on Sunday, and we stream Miller Tool on Monday, and Lights Out Ace on Wednesday, Thursday, and usually Sunday, although he was very busy yesterday helping us out with ETS, and so I do not believe he is planning on streaming tonight. After ETS Team League finishes up its first season, Ace will be back to streaming on Sundays. And remember, everyone, if you want to play in the ETS on Saturdays, it is free and open registration. Full registration details can be found at RNGEternal.com/ETS and in the Eternal Discord in the Tournament Info channel. Once again, thanks, everyone. Have a good night.